welcome back to episode 2 of Bros, Brews, and Game Reviews. We are back today. My name is Connor. Like I said last time, I like a lot of survival crafting games. Lately, I've been playing a lot of Hogwarts Legacy. We're going to be talking about that today.
My name is Paul Mitchell. I am mostly a MMORPG story-rich gamer. Lately, I've been playing a ridiculous amount of Destiny 2, trying to get ready for the Lightfall expansion coming out. And that's me.
My name is JD Stedman. Still spending way too much time on the old Elden Ring. Enough time that I actually decided to get a tattoo of it for my birthday. And put a little time into some Rollerdrome, kind of an interesting game we'll talk about, and a little bit of the Dead Space remake.
I'm Andrew Stapleton. I firmly believe that no game should have cutscenes. And I like first-person shooters. Very fast-paced games. I don't like to spend a lot of time watching and figuring out what the storyline does. I just like to shoot guns through my gamer's eyes. Hence the reason that I do the first-person shooters.
All right, so Hogwarts Legacy.
Let's talk about this brewski we got in our hands.
Actually, you
Pump
were right.
the brakes, Connor.
Got too excited. This game's too awesome. Yeah, so this beer from Meadowlark Brewing. JD, what was it called again?
It was called Golden Heffe.
Golden Heffe. So we actually went down to the brewery and we're talking with the chief of operations, or head brewer, I guess, would be what he is. And he gave us a sample of a beer that they only had on tap. And so the cans that we have are all white. There's no labels on them. I believe they have labels now, but it was just a sample getting ready to go out. So Golden Heffe, something like 4.9% ABV.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think it's like 4.9 or 5 or something.
Okay. Usually about the average for the old halves. That is pretty good.
Oh, yeah. I don't even like halves, and that's actually not bad.
Yeah, we had sampled quite a bit of their beer while we were sitting there kind of BSing with that guy. And I really liked that Golden Heffe. I can't remember the name of the amber they had there. I really liked that too.
They had a couple fruity beers. One of them was a little bit IPA-ish, but it was very good. The most intriguing part about this brewery here in Billings is it's all like farm to table, which was super cool to me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he knew like what fields the barley is coming from. He knew, what farmer was growing it. He knew all of the things about the beer. Super passionate about it. Guy was super cool when we were talking to him.
Yeah, and us being from Montana, that's kind of a big deal. Like we like that. We like seeing stuff made local. I mean, it's not the end all be all for us, but it is definitely a check in the box, I think.
That's why I drink Coors Light.
There's a Coors distributor right down the road.
It's the wheat and barley's farmed right out by Edgar also.
Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know one of the farmers for that, but
A lot of the Coors is grown in the area. And I remember when I was going to high school, a couple of the guys I was going to high school with, their dads would always have beer from that specific brewery because they sold them the grain and the barley for it.
yeah, obviously not like nationwide grown right from Edgar, but the ones around here. But
So overall, what do you guys think of this Heffe?
I like it. It's not real heavy, which I mean, obviously Hef isn't, but I feel like a lot of microbrews, regardless, are a little heavier than the normal lights.
Sure.
Yeah, I'd give it I'd give it an NHPD seal of approval.
Damn. First seal of the series.
Oh, that's warm.
Seal of approval. Drew?
I thought it was real crisp. It was clean. It's smooth. Just like JD said, that a lot of the microbrews that you get into are just like kick you in the face with something. And this wasn't like that. I mean, good flavor, very well balanced beer. I probably second the seal of approval.
Yeah, to be honest, I was a little nervous on this. Full disclosure, I am a little hungover. Somebody had a birthday last night, and we got a little twist on some juice for us. But yeah, even despite that, I'm actually enjoying this beer. So yeah, I do. I think I'm gonna put my seal on it too.
Cool. I agree with both of you that most microbrewers there, it's like they're either hitting you in the face with hops,
Yeah,
or it's just out of control. I agree. I think it's real smooth. Got a really good flavor. It's not overpowering. And you said you're not a fan of Heffes, aren't you?
That's Connor.
You? Yep. Yeah. And even you like it. So if you're on the fence about it, try it out. I'll give it the NHPD seal of approval.
Yep. Golden Heffe from Meadowlark Brewing.
That's 4 out of 4 seal of approvals. I'd say that one goes on the wall, boys.
The eyes have it.
That's a good start. Do we have one that's not open?
Nope. We only had the 4.
Oops.
Oh, I thought we got 6.
Yep.
They come in
Oh,
a 4-pack.
okay.
Yeah, I say we had 4 of the other ones.
Put that girl right up there.
Yeah,
Just this bear
Yeah.
can. What's that doing under, Dad? It's your future.
All right. Can I start talking about Hogwarts now?
Since you're crawling out of your skin over there, I suppose.
All right. So going straight into Hogwarts, I don't think we can do it without at least acknowledging all the controversy.
Yeah.
I would rather not do like a deep dive on that and just give the game a review based on the game itself. So I don't know what you guys feel about that.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I don't swing one way or the other. I don't really care. I care about the game.
I think that's kind of most people's, honestly, I think that's most people's feelings about this is it's a video game. It's been my dream to play in
that universe.
Yeah, play in that universe. I don't care about any of that. I think that's what most people playing the game anyways. I think that's mostly their thoughts, or people just don't even have an opinion.
Like us all having hard day jobs that we do every day, we go to games to get away from all of that. It's everywhere in the world right now.
Mhm.
So yeah, I leave it out of my games. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so there is controversy, but this game speaks for itself. It is truly a work of love for just the Harry Potter universe. And even if you don't like Harry Potter, it is one of the hands down best games I've ever played. Just going into it, one of the first cutscenes, which Drew would fucking hate.
Skippable?
Yeah. I think you can skip them. Yep.
Nice. I might dabble.
Yeah.
I'm just going to pop that skip cutscenes key off Drew's keyboard.
Yeah, so one of the very first cutscenes you do, you're, without giving too much of the story away, you meet this professor who's going to take you out to Hogwarts because you're starting out as like a 5th-year student. You just randomly are discovered with magic or something like that. And you are in a carriage that's being pulled by nothing, and it's flying. So the people that know the Harry Potter universe, they know what those are. That's a horse called a thestral, and you can only see them if you've seen somebody die. And in that cutscene, you end up seeing somebody die, and at the moment that person dies, those thestrals appear in the background. It's just tiny little things like that, just tiny little details that somebody really put a lot of time and effort into going into this game. Some of the other cool things about it, for one, Professor Garlick. She's a gorgeous, gorgeous person.
Veronica Vaughn.
So fine.
She is, for a video game character, insanely hot.
Yes, one of the hottest. But even just outside of that and being serious about the game, the combat system is very fluid. So the way it works is you just kind of swing your wand or whatever, and you just do like a regular magic cast if you're just swinging, basically. And then you have all your, Wingardium Leviosa. You have your other various spells like that you can put in there just to kind of tweak your combat a little bit, or potions. You also have like little mandrakes or other kind of items you can use.
So is it like button mashing combos for? So is it actually using the stick to do motions, or?
You could physically like pull up a crosshair and aim your wand if you wanted, but you're not actually doing any like wand motion.
Okay.
The only time you do those is when you're actually learning a spell.
Gotcha.
But once you haven't learned, it's just a button.
Okay.
Yeah, but
because that was one thing. Like, I don't know if you guys ever played the skate games. Like, you actually flick the stick in the directions of, like, they tried to mimic. Mm-hmm. That was one thing, like, when you talk about wanting to play in the Harry Potter universe.
Yep.
That would have been fucking awesome if they would have did something like that. But
yeah,
you're kind of limited on doing camera controls and wand movements. So
yeah.
I get why they did, and I was just kind of curious. So.
Yeah, I am glad that, so when you're learning the spell, it's like a little quick time event that you have to draw the wave pattern of the spell, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, those actually get a little challenging the farther on you go.
Okay.
But yeah, so back to the combat system. The spells are different types of spells, essentially. So you have like purple spells, yellow spells, and red spells. And your enemies will have different shields, and those shields can only be broken by a spell of that color. So say like all your like combat-y, fiery magic, that's all your red spells. You have to use those fighting up against other characters. And you can only have 4 spells hotkeys at any time.
Oh, okay.
So it really makes you go into it thinking about it and how you're going to do it.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of like when they do a little more with the combat system, stuff like that. Like, I know a lot of games do it, but so that it's not just go in, mash buttons, you find a real good combo and you just stick to that. That gets old. You know what I mean?
Oh,
so
yeah.
hearing that they did something different. Maybe not groundbreaking, but it sounds like they did it pretty well.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's an amazing take on it. I've been playing on the hard difficulty, and there are many cases where I've actually died trying to get through a boss fight or just even regular fights. You just kind of lose or forget, and then get it from behind. You're dead.
Yeah, you should try Elden Ring.
Yeah, another cool thing on that, all the different quests and just everything that you can do in that game. So right when you first get your broom, it's probably 10 hours into the story. I was so fucking excited. That was it. The main thing I was going for was to try to find my broom. Took me 2 hours to get there because I just, what's this? Oh, what's this? Oh, there's a puzzle.
Oh, piece of candy.
Yeah, piece of candy.
I know that was one thing a lot of people were bummed about was that they didn't have Quidditch in there. But
Yeah.
I think leaving room for future games and maybe they just do like a Quidditch sports game, which I know they did that with a Harry Potter game before. It wasn't great.
No.
I was pretty young when it came out, but I played the shit out of it still. But yeah, I think leaving some room for them to add some stuff in the next games because I think they are kind of already talking about doing a number 2.
Yeah, so they are confirmed, I think, another game and even like an HBO series.
Oh, really?
Yep. And so the DLC, they haven't really talked about it, but I guarantee there's going to be mods for Quidditch. There's already day one, there was mods for this game. You can take your wand, swap it out with a Glock.
Yeah, I saw somebody modded their broomstick so that they were just riding around on Shrek.
Oh, yeah. That was one of the very first ones that came out.
Which makes me love the PC gaming community even more.
Yep. I saw a TikTok the other day. What's the guy from the 4th movie? Robert Pattinson's character?
Cedric?
Yep, Cedric Diggory. They made a skeleton mod just called Cedric Diggory's body, and that was your broom that you're riding around on.
That's funny. What do you think, like, story-wise? Is it...
Oh, it's an amazing
good.
story.
Good.
Yep. Cutscenes are very fluid. It's great. Ugh. Yep. Another cool thing they do in that, like your fetch quests, like say, somebody just says, hey, my sister's amulet's at the bottom of this lake. Can you go and get it for me? You can go do that. But then when you get back to her, if you want to be a dick, you can be like, this amulet's actually really cool. I'm going to keep it. Like that's straight up in the dialogue boxes. Like, no, this is mine now.
Well, I know they did a lot with like the dark arts and stuff, and you can kind of choose either path deal.
Oh, yeah.
From what I've read, I guess. I'm really holding myself back from buying this game. I want to get it so bad, but it's got a lot of other ones on my plate right now. So
Yep. Yeah, I'm trying to do a good guy playthrough right now. And then my next one, I'm going to do just straight asshole dark arts all the way. But yeah.
Is there any sort of penalty in that game if you say he who should not be said?
named.
No, because he's not even a dude yet.
Oh, is this all before?
Yeah, it's all like 200 years before the movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I didn't, because it wasn't Voldemort quite a bit before the movies, like his up.
Yeah, he was like early 1900s or something.
Yeah,
I don't
I don't
remember.
really remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that one was a couple hundred years before
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
the boy who lives.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So like the killing spell of Avada Kedavra or whatever, that's like the big no-no in the Harry Potter world. If you go up to each teacher and do that, each one will have a different reaction to you doing that.
Really?
Yeah. So it's not just like a stop that. It's an actual like interaction.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
What does the hot teacher do when you say it?
I don't know. I was too busy staring elsewhere.
Did she bend over?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Mending her bush.
Whoa. What kind of plant? What kind of bush was it?
Uh-huh.
I'm really glad to hear that everything about that game everybody's really liking, because like you say, that's something. The day that even when you were a kid reading the books, you wanted the movies, and then the movies were fucking awesome, and then from there, just our natural want is like, God, I want to play a game. I want to, I want to have my guy running around in that. So I'm really happy that it's doing well.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
it a cloak of invisibility?
I don't think there's an actual invisibility cloak, but there are spells and potions that make you invisible. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. So, also in that game, the room requirement is where you do all like your crafting, things like that. You could spend hours in that thing, just tweaking it, changing it. It's like building your own house almost. And then you have your creatures in there that are, it's kind of like a pet simulator because you can go in and feed them, pet them, play with them a little bit. Even that is actually enjoyable. You can just walk around because the more you interact with your creatures, they actually give you certain things like unicorn hair, some leather or something like that you need for your crafting.
How many hours are you into?
I'm about 30 hours right now and only about halfway through the quests.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep seeing TikToks about it, and it just looks really good.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen any TikToks about it.
Because you're not on TikTok.
You're
I
not,
am,
You're not.
sometimes.
You're not a true nerd.
Yeah, I
Drew.
guess. Something like that.
TikToks are basically all cutscenes anyway.
Yeah, see, I watch
I mean,
TikToks. I don't know
is
why I don't
life
like-
not just one big cutscene?
Yeah,
He's
I try
trying to skip it.
That's kind of dark. God,
You're
dark.
dark.
I'm not. I'm like the pastiest kid here.
Well, I think if that's all you got for Hogwarts, Connor, we'll scoot on
I mean,
over to.
I can keep talking about it, but we can move on again.
Do
and come
you have
back.
any other like big points?
I mean, not necessarily big points. I just want to go out and play it again right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely, so it was designed for controller, and I've been playing on mouse and keyboard. But on my Steam Deck, I was able to try it on that, and it worked flawlessly.
It runs pretty good on it.
Yep. So even just flying around on your broom is just, you could do that for an hour, and
Yeah.
be totally fine.
That's one thing. Like we talked about Anthem and how much we just love flying around in that. That looks like the next closest game
Pretty much.
that
Yeah.
looks that satisfying just to travel around the world.
Yeah. The world, they said it was a massive world, and it does definitely feel massive, but it's only about 3 square miles. I think Skyrim was 70 square miles.
Yeah.
So
Wow, that's kind of.
even as small as it is just packed full of things to do. I haven't even gotten to half the map yet.
And it's open world, so you can go
Open
anywhere.
world. You can do whatever you want.
Say from what I've seen of it, the world seems pretty dense. Like there's a lot
yeah.
to do there. Little nooks and crannies all over
Yeah,
the
if
place.
you try to go 100 yards away, you'll zigzag and somehow you're off on the other side of the castle doing something else.
Yeah. What is the castle like in that game? Because every movie was,
Oh, yeah.
some hidden thing about the castle that they're finding. Is it kind of the same deal?
There is a lot of hidden stuff to find in there. Yeah, so when you're walking around, you have these field guide pages you're looking for. And so if you go up to like a certain statue, you can scan it essentially, and it'll show up this field guide page and give you a little brief description of it. There's just hundreds of things like that around the castle you can go and scan and find. But even just walking around it is it's just beautiful is what it is. There's like the stairs that, you remember the first one, the moving stairs?
Yep.
Yep, those are in there. Trying to think what else. The headless hunt. Remember that?
Yep.
So you can
Nick the head. Nick.
that Gryffindor ghost guy.
Yeah, wasn't it Nick the Headless Huntsman or something
Yep.
like that? Yeah.
So
okay.
they have like their own little thing down in the basement of the castle. There's no reason at all to go down there. But just walking around, I was able to find that, and it's just a cool little kind of Easter egg. down
Easter
there.
eggs. Yeah, I love when games.
They
do
are
that,
all
man.
over the place in that.
That's awesome.
So is there the talking pictures like there's in the movies?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. That's part of the actual main quest line is you're interacting with 4 older, they're called keepers. But it's their portraits that you're interacting with.
Gotcha.
Is it still like when you go into your homeroom, you have to have they have the passcode?
Yep. So, oh yeah, each homeroom is different. And I tried. Boys can't go up the girl stairs.
Can the girls
Dirty
go down the
little
boys'
stairs.
stairs?
Yeah, I'm. This is honestly making me want to play Elden Ring more just to get through it, so I can move on to this game.
Yeah, I highly recommend it to anybody that wants to play it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a long while before I can play it.
Hey, Lightfall doesn't come out for 2 weeks. You're good.
Lightfall comes out this Tuesday.
Yeah, it's coming out soon.
You got
Do
2
you
days.
have other games installed on your computer even?
Yeah.
Why?
Ready or
Well,
not?
Well, yeah, ready or not, the car mechanic simulator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, here's a
Hamsy's
nice
got a
little-
couple kids games on there, I'm sure.
Yeah, and we got a couple fun games for the little one.
I think we're gonna take a quick little break right there. When we come back, we'll let Paul go into the car mechanic simulator.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Unfortunately, Drew had to step away. He had to run to work. He had some issues at work, so right now it's just going to be me, Connor, and JD.
Unfortunate, but kind of the nature of the show, why we
Yeah.
wanted to do it. So
Yeah, we're all working, guys.
Yep. One thing I kind of want to talk about was a game I've been playing kind of on the side of Destiny. It's that car mechanic simulator. It's it's not the most complex
yeah,
game in the world, but it's very relaxing. and it's in depth enough mechanically to be like intriguing and interesting, but not so much so that it's like you're looking up videos of how to rebuild carburetors, you know?
Yeah.
And it's kind of like you're running a business. So you're trying to like learn the ins and outs of like making profit, but also not like overextending yourself as far as jobs go.
Yeah.
It's a pretty fun game. I'd say if anyone's ever on the fence about it, as far as like, do I need to, because I think another thing is I think a lot of people think simulators mean you need to have a VR.
Oh, sure. Yeah. That's kind of
you
what
could
they've
do VR
turned.
with that, right?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think you can, but like that was so when I started playing that, Nicole, my wife, she saw me playing it, and so she's like, "Oh, that looks kind of fun." So she ended up buying a house flipping simulator.
House flipper.
Yeah, and she was one of the first things she asked. She's like, "Well, do I need VR for that, or do you need VR for that?" And I was like, "No, I don't think so. If it doesn't say it in the little description, I mean, yeah, I think that's I think it's a fun game. It's very, very well done. I think I'm only like 3, maybe 4 hours into the game, so I haven't got that far in like the story.
Sure.
Is there much of a story in that?
Not really. Like it's not like you're, you know, John Smith, you know, this guy that just popped up as a upcoming mechanic. You just start as a mechanic, and you own a little rinky-dink shop, and there will be like jobs that are listed, and they're only available for like a certain amount of time, and the jobs just consistently repopulate. You can like overload yourself, and if you take too many jobs and you don't get them done in time, you know, then like there's kind of like a little penalty. So instead of getting like 150 credits for completing the job, you'll get like 75, you know, which sucks because if you have to buy new parts, then you're negative, you know.
Yeah. All those simulator games, they'll like unexpectedly just fucking stick their claws in you and drag you deep. Because I've looked at the farming simulator games, and I've told myself not to buy it only because something about just driving a tractor around a field looks so relaxing and calming to me. Like I wouldn't want to do anything. I'd probably quit my job and just go buy a tractor.
Well, one thing I kind of felt like a piece of shit because so in the game, when you would finish a job, like you'd buy the part that, you know, you needed like a tie rod or something, you'd buy the new part, install it, and then give it back to the person, and you'd make like 5 credits, and like parts cost like 100 credits. So I started just kind of like just doing small jobs here and there. Most of them that were like fill up their antifreeze or fill up their brake fluid or whatever, and it would give you like 10 credits every time. And I did that enough so I could afford new parts for other jobs. But then I realized, and I didn't notice this until later in the game, you have an inventory, and that inventory fills up with all old parts. And so like a sketchy piece of shit mechanic, I so like a truck will come in, they need like a new inner tie rod. And instead of going and buying one for $100, I would just use one from an older vehicle and I'd put it in, and then I'd complete the job and I'd get like 200 credits. I was like, oh, fuck. So that's why people do that in their life. All right.
Can you charge people for blinker fluid?
Oh, I wish. That'd be cool. That'd be awesome.
So sweet. It might be worth checking into the Steam Workshop.
Oh, man. I didn't even think about that.
Because that's another thing with those games. People mod them like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like with that Mud Runner game that was kind of the like off-road 4-wheel drive simulator. People would put like any vehicle, like Warthogs from Halo to like Lamborghinis.
Oh, man, that
in
would
there.
be cool.
Yeah, so it'd be worth looking into the workshop on it.
That'd be cool if you got to like work on Master Chief's Warthog. Or
Yeah,
something.
that'd be sweet.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Can you, like, is it real world cars like that you're working on?
As far as like,
so like could I, my truck, like load that in there and work on it? Or
so yeah, I think so, but I don't think it's called like a GMC.
Sure.
I think it's like you know, like Grand Theft Auto does it. They have like those cheesy,
it'd be like a PMC.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only reason I was wondering is like, I remember when that first came out and I thought about that. I was like, I wonder if people, maybe they mod their, you know, vehicles in like that, but like if I needed to work on something on my truck if I could do it in the game first and be like, that's where it's at.
Oh,
You know,
like
find out.
okay.
Yeah. And then be like, well, no, I know how to, not that you're torquing bolts and shit,
Yeah.
like, but you know, you'd find out where the stuff is, what all you got to take out to get to it, kind of thing.
I mean, well, yeah, I guess I don't know if you could do that. And the only reason I say that is because so they have different engine configurations, like a slant 6 from, you know, like the 60s or 50s, those old engines that were like on a 6-cylinder and they were slanted at an angle.
Yep.
They have old engines like that, but they have like their own name in the game.
Sure.
But as far as like a Duramax setup,
yeah,
I don't know if it would be as. I mean, I think it would be accurate to the sense in the sense of like an independent front suspension truck,
right,
but I don't
right.
think like the configuration of the engine would be the same.
Gotcha.
What about like simple jobs like ball joint style rods? If you actually do that in the game, do you think you could do it in real life?
I mean, I think the basic concept, if someone didn't know anything about vehicles and they played that game, I think it is educational in the sense that it shows you like your tie rods are right here, and this is kind of what they're doing.
Okay.
Like your ball joints are right here normally. So like, I mean, in that sense, I think so. But obviously, like, so when you're pulling out like the ball joints in the game or like your tie rods, you have to. So like, I can't just go. I'll put the truck on the lift or the car. I can't just go and like pull the tie rod.
Oh, you have to go through the process, pull the tire.
I got to pull the tire. I got to pull the stuff that needs to actually be pulled beforehand. So like, in a sense, that kind of could help people.
So it's not going to turn you into a mechanic, but it'll give you an idea.
Yeah, I think if anything, if you didn't know how to change a tire beforehand, I think it would give you a better idea.
Right.
Or like brakes even.
Okay.
One thing you said this, or you bringing up the thing about your truck. And I haven't gotten this far in that game. There's like a custom mode. And
like
I'm wondering
sandbox mode kind of.
I think so, yeah. And I'm wondering if you could like load in something similar to your truck. Like say you wanted to lift your truck in real life.
Yeah.
Or like do some sort of mod to it in real life. And you're like, I wonder if I could do that in the game to see what it would look like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I pulled up the workshop and that's like basically all it is. It's just different vehicles. Like there's Alfa Romeos that people have made, the A-Team vans here. Yeah. There's like Nissan Z, Lamborghinis, BMWs. There's a lot of mods for it, like 1,370 items. So I guess I could search my truck real quick, but I mean, obviously not limited to just what the game has to offer.
Yeah.
There's some style of real world cars as well.
And I'm sure I'm wondering if there's a mod that makes it like real life as far as like,
makes it more in depth.
Yeah. Like maybe more. So like the Alfa Romeos, if it's set up exactly as the Alfa Romeo engine design.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah. Like I have a 1970s El Camino pulled up right now. But like the pictures don't really go in depth on what the mod looks like as far as the internals. So I'm not sure, but
is there a 68 Firebird on there?
Oh, yeah.
I started to build on one of those.
Yeah. Your dad's giving you that, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. He's hauled this car around for probably 20 years. It's been either sitting out in a yard somewhere or in the garage. And yeah, I was finally, hey, I'll buy that off you. And
Yeah. Make a little project.
That'll be sweet. Make sure that lift is still open for when we need it, though.
Yeah.
I don't see it on here, by the way. But.
Yeah. Overall, though, I'd say it's if you're looking for something just to kind of pass the time.
Yeah.
I would say give it a shot. I bought it on sale for like $6, and so
that's those games always go on big sales,
Yeah.
and Steam does sales all the time. So that's kind of we do that a lot. Like each one of us has like a kind of a niche. When a sale happens, that we pick up something off the walls like that.
Mhm.
well, yeah, I think we're all basically like more than half our Steam library we've never even touched.
Oh God, yeah. Mine's bad.
Yep.
The Steam Deck has helped me with that a little bit, like just having stuff that I don't play on my desktop installed on it, aside from
Right.
Elden Ring, and just play it sitting on the couch or right before bed or something like that. But
Yeah.
I would. So I mean, I guess in closing for that, even if the game was not on sale and it was, I think it's $20 new.
yeah, I think it was $27.
I would buy it.
Yeah.
It's $28. Honestly, I think I've already gotten my $28 worth, even though I bought it on sale, but You
Yeah.
definitely get your time out of the game.
Yeah, it looks like it's $25.
Okay.
There's a lot of DLC for it. It looks like though. So
Oh, is there?
yeah, and there's like a pack or like the platinum edition that comes with everything. There's 12 items, so 11 DLCs for it is $80, and that's 10% off. So there's quite a bit of stuff for it. But
Which when those sometimes when they go on sale on Steam, like they have those big sales.
yeah,
I bet you
can
can get that
dirt
whole
cheap.
thing for like $30.
Yeah, yeah. And that was the 2021 car mechanic simulator because it looks like there was a 2008, I think it was, or 2018 maybe. Let me look.
I'm not sure. That was the only one I saw pop up. But I also wasn't searching for it. It just kind of was on there.
Yeah. 2018 was the original one. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then I don't know much about the game, but my wife really does love that house flipper simulator.
I
that
thought about
one,
getting it.
yeah, that one along with the
Power Wash.
Power Wash.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
God, those look satisfying. Like I came over to your house the other day and Nicole was playing it and she was just paint rolling a wall, and I just stared at her computer screen for like 20 minutes and I was like, God, that's good.
It's like one of the, it scratches that
OCD
Yeah,
that
that
everybody
OCD
has.
itch,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was pretty satisfying. And then she was like sweeping floors and it would like clean the floors with each sweep, and I was like, yes.
I'm gonna have to start
Sign
paying
me
her per hour. She's stay at home mom, and she does quite a bit of cleaning around the house, and she cleans other people's houses in the simulator.
I was gonna say she's gonna get to the point where your house is a disaster, but all of her house flipper houses are these immaculate mansions.
She's got all the achievements unlocked in that game, every single one of them.
Look, babe, I cleaned the floors today. No, you didn't.
It looks like dog shit in here.
Not those
Go
floors.
look at the sun and touch grass.
Yeah. Well, I think moving on, I don't know if you guys have heard of Rollerdrome.
I haven't.
I haven't.
Okay.
You told me about it, but we didn't really get to talk too much about it.
So look up a picture of it because I don't. It describing the look of it is a little difficult. It's kind of like cell shaded art, like Borderlands, but not as colorful and vibrant.
Oh,
But-
yeah, I did see a video on this.
Yeah, it's got a really, really satisfying gameplay loop. But so it's a third person action shooter where it's basically a roller derby. You're on rollerblades. It's kind of look like an old school look to it, but you're stuck in these arenas with other enemies that are, for the most part, they're stationary, but you do tricks on all these ramps, and every trick you do, it gets you ammo. And you only have your one mag. You have two guns, but so one mag in each one. And as you run out of ammo, you obviously have to go do tricks and kind of get the ammo back. And then each kill you get equals health. So it's kind of just a loop of going off doing tricks, and you get bonus points for killing people in the air. You have like a slow motion kind of thing. So just that loop of killing for ammo or killing for health and doing tricks for ammo and combining all of that into like each jump and maneuver you're pulling off. It's good, man. And you can't crash. So like you'll be doing like a front flip or something like that, and your character will just kind of like hit the ground and roll and get up. So like you're not crashing and getting screwed and just getting pelted by the enemies. Like it's really, really good. Like
Is it mostly single player, or is it more oriented towards?
It's all single player.
It's all single player. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm watching the trailer right now. It kind of reminds me of like 90s anime kind of
Yeah.
look to it. Like,
But yeah, that was kind of the first thing that pulled me into it. Was I couldn't really think of another game to compare it to as far as like visual wise.
yeah.
And then kind of watching some videos on it and people describing that loop. Like it's hard to put it into words how good it feels, but the slow motion in it, like Matrix style bullet time, is they did that really well also. But the story, I'm not super far into it, but kind of a background of it. These mega corporations that are kind of ruling the world, and there's, from what I see, not much in the way of government anymore, but they distract the citizens with this Rollerdrome blood sport. So I can't remember the gal's name you play as, but you start out on like the lowest tier and you're just trying to work your way up for this championship, which I'm assuming probably if you win that, maybe you get freedom or whatever from this sport because you're basically just a slave to play this. But all the stories done outside of gameplay, like right before your match, you're in the locker room, at least what I've done so far, and you can kind of walk around and read like articles on the bulletin board or watch the TV that has like some news on this stuff, and little hidden pieces in other people's lockers that you can find like notes about the corporations and stuff like that. So the story is kind of like it's there if you want it, but if you don't, you can just go into these into these arenas and just just go through the tiers of the competition. But yeah, it's I don't think it's very expensive. I think it's pretty cheap. Yeah, $30. Yeah, and I think I got that one on the New Year sale if I remember right. But for the Steam Deck, that is like a perfect game because those matches are real short. You can just kind of pop in, do one, and then be done. But it's really interesting.
You know what I don't know why. You know what that game reminds me of? I was just watching some little short reels on it on YouTube. For some reason, it reminds me of Twisted Metal.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I guess I never come. Yeah,
I don't know why. It doesn't look anything like it.
I think it's just the movement combat kind of.
Yeah.
I get where you're going with that. Yeah. Yeah. I never really thought about that, but
it does look fun though.
It is. It's a lot of fun. It's like I say, it's hard to describe, but when you kind of do your first match and you get killed a couple times, and of course it tells you like you get kills for health and do tricks for ammo, but you finally kind of figure out picking off snipers first, but you'll hit a ramp and like go over top of them and doing flips and going like in slow motion and you're shooting down on top of them. And it just looks really cool. Like you're pulling off these epic, stunts while you're shooting people with little to no effort. And you just do it over and over again. It's just a really satisfying gameplay loop.
It's almost like Tony Hawk meets what's that game that just came out? Hi-Fi Rush.
Oh yeah, kind of a little bit. Yeah. Actually, I wish Drew was here when we were talking about this one because with the story just kind of being, if you want to do it, but it's there. But I think it'd be a fun one for him to sink a little bit of time into. And the reviews on it have all been like 9s and 10s. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was scrolling through it. That's all like, I think this is game of the year. It's one of the greatest games ever.
Yeah.
Apparently it's pretty good.
Yeah. Wish Elden Ring wasn't soaking up all my damn time, but.
Well, quit fucking around and beat it.
I can't.
So you can play other games.
That every single little nook and cranny in that game, I have to look at every tree. Other than that, I think I put a little bit into that Dead Space remake. Maybe hour, 2 hours, but as far as remakes go, that might be one of the better ones I've ever played. I don't know if you guys played the original one, but
I played it a little bit.
Yeah.
I think I only played through 1 and 2. I don't think I played 3.
3 was it wasn't a bad game, but it wasn't Dead Space. It was like more of it felt a little bit like a Gears of War, like really action driven, whereas 1 and 2 were more like kind of the horror or survival horror kind of aspect to it. Which they stuck to that very well in this game. It's terrifying. Yeah. I mean, you're walking around on the dark ship. So, shit's popping out of vents and there's quite a few jump scares in it. But yeah, if for those that don't know what it is, you're an engineer that is hired to go after this mining ship they call them planet crackers. So it's obviously a gigantic ship, but it's broken down and they haven't been able to hear from any of the crewmates for, I don't know, a long time. But you're an engineer sent to go figure out what's wrong. And when you get there, you find that all the crewmates of the ship have been turned into what they call necromorphs. And they're kind of like gangly aliens. But the cool thing that they do with this game is, most zombie games are shoot them in the head. Well, this one, you shoot them in the head all you want. It won't kill them. Or it might, I guess. I don't know. But your goal is to shoot their limbs off. So your gun is a plasma cutter. And one of the features of it is you can have the beam be like vertical or horizontal. You can kind of switch it. So like if you're shooting legs off, you kind of want it to be horizontal. And then you're trying to decapitate them or shoot their arms off. You can swap it over to vertical. So kind of cool, like stuff like that. But they give you a telekinesis powers. So you can like, some of them will have really sharp arms. So you can chop their arm off with your gun telekinetically pick up that spike and then shoot their arm back at them.
That's awesome.
So yeah, they do a lot of cool stuff with that, and then puzzles with all the different powers and stuff that you get. But
Did the remaster add anything to the game, or was it just a straight 1-for-1 remaster?
they added quite a bit actually. So the original first one, Isaac Clarke, the guy you play as, he didn't talk; he was silent. And this one's actually fully voice acted with the voice actor from the second game. So the first one was also kind of linear as far as the progression in the game. This one, they opened it up a little bit more, so you can go venture the ship and there's side quests now. So
okay.
you, like, one of the first things you do is you get this trolley system up and running. And they use that trolley system to travel through all the different spots on the ship. So they added a ton of content to it as well.
So it's a little more open world now,
Yeah. Open
rather
ship.
than just kind of, open ship,
Yeah.
rather than just being kind of forced down a.
Yep. Yeah. And you
Gotcha.
could always backtrack, but there wasn't really like a big reason to do that. So yeah, I was, as far as EA's track record goes for games lately, I think they knocked it out of the park with this one, which I hope they're starting to realize that, because a lot of their multiplayer games kind of all die off. Like, they don't really have a good track record for that. But the more single player games they do, the better they get. Like, between the Jedi games, this, I don't know. I hope they keep going in that direction. So
Yeah. And that just came out, right? Or is it?
yeah, it was a couple weeks ago.
Okay. So $60.
Yep. No, actually, I think it was. Shit, was that 60? It might have been 40.
Is that the one where if you pre-ordered, you got the second one too?
Yep, and I did that just for that, because that second one is incredible. I hope they remake that one also. Yeah, it is $60.
You watched the you said you didn't play it, but you watched the finale to this season in Destiny 2.
Oh yes, I did.
What were your thoughts?
I hate that I'm saying this, but it made me want to play it again.
Yeah.
It was that good, but
Yeah, I think this is probably one of my favorite seasons. I'm not gonna ruin it for anyone that maybe hasn't, because I know some people, they'll just go watch like the what's that guy's name on YouTube?
Rick Kakis.
No. My Name is Bife.
oh yeah.
He always does really good like retro things about previous stuff, but
Right.
I almost cried.
Yeah, it was for like the three of us especially that have put so much time into that game. Man, it's hard to dance around.
Yeah, I'm trying
Without-
not to spoil anything, but I also kind of feel like, well, if you're not playing Destiny 2, like, that's going to be something you're just going to have to watch. But
I mean, we can throw in a spoiler warning and tell people to skip ahead.
yeah, so spoiler warning, skip ahead probably like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So Rasputin basically sacrifices himself to prevent one of the previous season's villains, Aramis, from basically blowing up the Traveler with a bunch of war mine cells. In doing so, he has to basically delete his own entire code so that the war mine cells are useless. And it sucks because Rasputin's been a major character in the franchise since early Destiny 1, but he's never had like a personality or an actual character you could interact with.
Yeah, he's always got like a bit of a myth, sort of.
Yeah. And then you get this actual character right in your face for the whole season. And in my opinion, this was probably one of the best seasons Bungie has ever done. They did so damn good. And then they just took him away from us.
Let me pull the cord.
Yeah. It was very well done. And I think it was there. Bungie's just getting so damn good with buildups.
Yeah.
I mean, the build up to Lightfall is just incredible.
Yeah, I'll say the beginning of this current season was a bit of a drag for me. It was kind of the reason why I quit playing. But
Yeah.
I always watch the cutscenes as they did, or as they came out. But yeah, that final cutscene was incredible.
Yeah.
Like watching the Traveler leaving Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, one thing I didn't put together until like a week or two ago, that scene where the Traveler is coming out and then all the stuff happens with Rasputin, and then the scene is the Traveler like hundreds of miles above the earth, and then the screen kind of rotates from like landscape to portrait, and it's just the earth and then the Traveler like hundreds of miles above the earth. When I first saw it, I was like, man, that'd be a sweet wallpaper. But then I didn't realize, I couldn't think of why it seemed so familiar. It's the original Destiny 1
Box art.
yeah, box art. There we go. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. So they foreshadowed that 10 years ago. Like that's not incredible storytelling, I don't know what is.
Yeah, it was sweet. I didn't notice that until you had pointed it out to me the other day and we looked it up, but yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of that's all I really want to say. I'm very impressed with this and I cannot wait for Lightfall.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet, so I'm gonna have to go home and watch it.
Yeah, it was good. It was worth watching. Like I say, I was struggling with that game. It was just getting a little too repetitive for me.
Yeah, the beginning was dry for this season. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
It didn't really start getting a little more interesting until they introduced like the Seraph Shield mission, that exotic quest mission.
Yep.
But outside of that, yeah, I'd say the first 3 to 4 weeks were pretty dry.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go home, just look up Season of the Seraph cutscenes.
Yeah.
And just watch them basically from beginning to end.
I always have a lot more fun with those, like going in, and this is a horrible way to do this, but going at the end of a season where you can basically do all the story missions, like instead of doing it week by week, because those missions are pretty short.
Yeah,
and some of them don't have any cutscenes at all.
Yeah, they're pretty, and some of them you can tell are kind of like fillers.
Yeah.
Like we're just trying to get this week done.
Yeah,
but then some are just bangers.
Yeah, and I don't really blame them for that. Like that, the Destiny community's a pretty hungry, and straightforward group. Like, so trying to keep them fed, I imagine, is not easy.
Yeah,
but I think that's about it for games that we played recently. We do have to apologize. We had to take that week off. We had trouble getting everybody's schedules to line up, but there was a little bit in the way of news because Nintendo had a huge direct. They showed a ton of stuff. A lot of it seemed to be some smaller games, but a couple of the big notes from it. They showed off the new Pikmin 4. I don't know if you guys have ever played any of those games.
Way back in the day.
Yeah, like GameCube was the original one. They're fun. Difficult to describe if you've never played them, but you're basically a little alien. And I think this one goes back to Earth, if I remember right. But so you're very, very tiny. So you're walking around and like the grass looks like trees and all this stuff. And you find these little creatures called Pikmin. And each of them are a different color. So each color does like different things. And you're basically just solving puzzles while adventuring around this land using those Pikmin. I don't know. It's kind of hard to describe, but it's got a really satisfying puzzle aspect to it. I usually enjoy what I play. I think I played 3 was the last one. I never played 2. I don't think I even played 1 actually, but I played 3 when it was out on the Wii U, and it was, like I say, it was fun. I never completed one. I kind of fall off puzzle games pretty fast, but they're always a fun little time sink for a little bit. But there was that new Xenoblade stuff, if anybody's into that. But the other big one that got me really excited was that they shadow dropped the Metroid Prime remake that day.
Yeah.
I never owned a GameCube, so that was always one of the big wants that I've always wanted to play. And I've tried with like different emulation and stuff, and the GameCube controller did some things that no other controller does, like with that right trigger having like the deep press and stuff like that. So it was really hard to emulate that with regular controller. So I never played much of it, but this one, people were giving it 10s almost unanimously across the board. So another one, Elden Ring, I need to get out of the way for because I've always wanted to go back and play those games. So
yeah, I played them on Game Boy. It was one of the only Samus games I ever played.
Yeah.
Then there was that the GameCube one where it's more like the actual first person shooter one.
Yep, and that's the one they remade.
Okay.
So I think the only one I played was Fusion on the
Game Boy Advance.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah. Oh, that's another big note. They are putting out Game Boy Advance and Game Boy games on the Nintendo Switch Online service, and that's one of the games that they're bringing to it. So,
Oh, right on.
but you have to have the more I can't remember what they call their more expensive version of it. I think it's like the expansion pass or something like that. But
Oh, is that kind of like their Game Pass a little bit?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, similar, but they kind of do like their retro games they bring to that if you pay for it. Like they remade GoldenEye,
Okay.
and you can play it online if you have that expansion pass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Looks a lot of fun. So now Ob Job's not so fucking hard to kill because you can aim up and down easier.
I ain't playing GoldenEye unless I can do the cheat where everyone's head is big.
Big head mode and paintball mode. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that Nintendo Direct, and I'm going to be honest, there just wasn't a lot of things that resonated with me, mostly because I feel like a lot of it was almost throwbacks.
Yeah.
And I like the, what was the one you just talked about, the first one?
Oh, Pikmin?
Pikmin. Yeah, I never played that, so like as soon as it started showing, I was like, it looks okay. I don't know anything about it. But the one that I really caught my eye was Harmony Fall of Reverie.
Yeah, I got to look that one up. I don't
Yeah, I
can't
don't know if I
remember.
know which one that is.
I made a note of it, but I don't remember. But go ahead, Paul.
I don't know anything really about it because I don't know if it's like a follow up to an existing series, but what they presented at that direct showing was pretty interesting. I like games that have like different endings. Like it's like it's a very choice heavy game.
Yeah, I do remember this now. Yeah, this one did look very interesting to me.
And the artwork I thought looked really, really good.
Yeah, it's all hand drawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely caught my eye. And it kind of takes a decent game to really catch my eye and games like that are real slow paced.
Yeah.
Are usually not my thing.
Yeah, me neither.
But that did look really good. I liked the artwork. I liked the timeline possibilities that it involved.
Yeah, it was kind of more of a point and click style. Like, not necessarily much in the way of gameplay, but the story, which those games obviously have to hold the whole game up, but they usually do pretty well up.
I mean, there was also the banger at the end that caught my attention.
That's what I was just about to say.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Yeah, they showed a good chunk of Tears of the Kingdom and gave it a May 12th release date, which is quickly approaching.
Yep, I'm going to have to buy a Switch just for that.
Again?
Yeah. You already had one.
No, I'm going to have to buy a second one. So that Breath of the Wild never comes out the first one. Second one's always in.
Why don't you just download it?
Download what?
The game.
You can download the games now.
Why would I do that when I have the physical copy?
So you don't have to ever take it out.
Then why would I need two Switches?
You don't.
I'm really confused. No, it did look really good though.
Yeah.
It looked almost like it had a Skyward Sword.
I think I almost wondered if, because they remade Skyward Sword for the Switch, if they didn't kind of use that as like a testing ground, I guess. I don't know for this new thing, but because that is a really big aspect of this new game, is a lot of the islands and the clouds and stuff like that. So I think it probably has some callbacks to that.
Yeah.
Did you play Skyward Sword?
I played because that's the one that came out on the Wii U.
Only on the Wii.
Yeah.
Or on the Wii, okay.
Because there's all motion control.
I can't remember who owned a Wii that I played it on. Yeah, but I only played like maybe 4 or 5 hours of it. I didn't get very far.
Yeah, I never even played it. Mostly, like, I didn't mind the motion controls on Wii for games like that's what it is and that's what it does. They were kind of fun, like the bowling and stuff, obviously, but that's not really how I wanted to play Zelda.
Yeah, and I think it wasn't a bad game by any means. I kind of felt the same way.
Yeah.
I felt like as I was playing it, I was a little too focused on like the coordination,
right,
as opposed to enjoying the Zelda game.
Yeah, because I played Twilight Princess on the Wii, but I used a GameCube controller to play it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I guess the first time I played Twilight Princess was on the GameCube.
Yeah.
Banger game, by the way.
It is incredible. One of my favorites. So yeah, we're pretty excited about that. I don't know what else we'll even talk about when that game does come out, because I think Dan was also very excited for that as well.
Yeah, because he played a lot of Breath of the Wild when he was, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Dano. What do you think about the Zelda games, Connor? Because I know you dabbled.
I
in them.
have dabbled a little bit. Skyward Sword is probably the one I actually played the most of.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Because I was, I can't remember what year it came out, but yeah, it was one of the first games on the Wii that I was like, I could actually hold like a sword and shield. I'm gonna try this out. Yeah, I enjoy them, and I should probably go back and try to re-enjoy them.
Yeah.
Now that I've grown up a little bit, and
you can appreciate real games.
Yeah.
Well, you've played Ocarina in Time, and
never like fully through though.
You get the hell out of here.
I got like an hour or two in a Breath of the Wild. And,
good.
Oh man.
Yeah, partly for me, it's just I don't know, like the Switch is nice to have. It's just I only really have it for like road trips where I'm not driving or on a plane.
Well,
Yeah. So
now I know you bought a Steam Deck as well.
Yeah.
It's really hard to pull away from being able to play the full-fledged PC games when. Yeah, I love my Switch, but I will. That was kind of the other note I had on here with that direct that they did. I think the Switch is nearing the end of its life. Just kind of looking at all those games, like Tears of the Kingdom doesn't. It looks just like Breath of the Wild, which was a launch game. So I think they're kind of realizing, they're going to have to do something. And I'm really curious to see what Nintendo does, because if you look at their consoles, like obviously the NES to Super NES are, very similar. And then you go to the 64, first time they do 3D and they put out an alien fucking controller. And then from that to the GameCube, again,
alien controller.
Similar. Yeah, let's redesign the controller again. At least you didn't need 3 arms for that one.
Yep.
And then from that to the Wii, which was like revolutionary.
Yeah, they're always kind of like I
they're
guess
trying to
pushing
reinvent the wheel.
Yeah, they're trying to push the boundaries.
Yeah.
And I mean, for the most part, it works for them.
Oh, it does. Yeah.
I mean, like we talked about last episode, like when in 96 when we were playing Nintendo 64, we weren't going, God, this is terrible. You know, it's what we had, and we enjoyed it.
Well, Nintendo's strong suit has always been their games. Like they've never have they had the most powerful console with the greatest graphics, but they always use the assets that they have really well. Like all their games look incredible for what it's being played on.
yeah, but they're also marketing more towards kids. They're not very competitive gaming at all.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah. Splatoon's like the only competitive game that they have, and it's a good game, but it's not like the biggest esport or
Right. Well, PUBG, that's on the Switch.
Is it really?
Is it? No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I have no idea.
I think it is.
I believe you.
I know Skyrim's on there. So.
It is. I play that.
Yeah, so is No Man's Sky. That's on the Switch.
Oh yeah.
I saw that the other day at the store. I was like, well, shave my cave and call me Dave.
Bite my nuts and call me Skippy.
Before we knock off, there's one thing I gotta say. So my mom listened to the last episode, and she wasn't surprised about my revelation of sneaking Rainbow Six Vegas out of the Christmas present. She thought it was kind of funny, but she told me I had to tell everyone right now listening. So this is from Mom,
which is like the end all be all decision maker.
So once you hear this, you could actually just stop listening to the podcast, because this is the end all be all of gaming judgment. Is Mom. She says all of us are wrong. The best game out there is Clash of Clans. And that's it. That's a wrap. We'll see you guys in the afterlife. No,
that's coming from a legit
classic,
she like
Clash of
Clans. Yeah, she got invited to the.
Yeah, so her clan got invited to the world tournament, and I want to say they were like top 500 or 600, I think. Out of
pretty good.
I mean, out of hundreds of thousands of clans, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, she really liked that last episode. She thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think we're kind of ready to wrap things up. We did want to say a real heartfelt thank you to everybody that has listened. I know obviously a lot of just our friends and family, but looking at the numbers of subscribers and stuff that we had there, it's reached a lot more people than we ever thought it would. So it does mean a lot to us that you're supporting a brand new show that only one episode, we missed like a month. I don't know. We just really appreciate it. This is something that we've all wanted to do for a long time. And the fact that it's taking off way beyond any of our expectations means a lot to us.
Yeah. Thank you all out there for the listens. It really does mean the world.
Yeah. So kind of recap, we enjoyed a Golden Heffe from Meadowlark Brewery here in town. I think it unanimously, well, that's a tough word.
Anonymously.
I'm just going to say across the board, got the NHPD seal of approval.
Yep. The first NHPD seal of approval on the show.
Yeah.
Patent pending.
Yep.
Congratulations. Your reward doesn't exist yet.
Yep. We'll get a plaque made.
Yeah.
And then we'll mail it to each. Like if Budweiser passes, we'll mail it to Budweiser and be like, who in the fuck? What is going on here?
We'll just have Drew's daughter do it in crayons. Yeah, we enjoyed that beer. Connor has been scratching to talk about Hogwarts, so he finally got that off his chest.
Mm-hmm.
Paul obviously played a little bit of Destiny, or a ton of Destiny.
That's all he plays.
Yeah.
Bullshit. I was playing Car Mechanic Simulator.
He was actually in his garage the whole time.
I bought this game and it just told me to go to the garage and grab wrenches. Yeah, so he's been playing some Car Mechanic Simulator, and I was still deep into Elden Ring, a little bit of Rollerdrome, and Dead Space. And I think that's all we have for you. Once again, thank you to everybody, and we will see you next time.